All right, let's take you now to Hammanskraal. SABC's current affairs show Expressions is looking at GBV and Femicide as Women's Month concludes. The spotlight is on Hammanskraal following recent heinous crimes there. Our presenter, Azaria Khoza, is in Hammanskraal with the community. Azaria, good afternoon. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Well, GBV remains a prevalent issue right here in South Africa. And right now, as SABC News, we are broadcasting live from Pretoria in Hammanskraal, where a chilling incident took place, where a young man brutally murdered his ex-girlfriend. And joining me right now are two activists who are part of a campaign. They are calling for justice for what has happened right here in Hammanskraal. Also, welcome to SABC News. I also understand that you are a survivor of GBV. Back in 2014, in April, you had a very tragic incident where your husband burnt you with acid. I want you to talk me through that time gap and now, because we have seen so many cases arise after yours. Do you think that justice is being served in South Africa for GBV victims?
Thank you very much, Azaria. It's a decade later.
Yeah.
Instead of it getting better, getting worse day by day. And it keep on escalating to the shocking ways. It shows that people, they no longer have a conscience. Justice is not served. We have cases that have been dragged for too long.
Yeah.
In court, some of them, they haven't even been on the roll at the court cases. They are still at the police station. They are still being investigated. That's what victims have been told. Some of them, they don't even know the updates.
Yeah.
The last time they were at the police station, they just opened the cases, and then investigation was supposed to be done, and then from there, being given the way forward from there.
Yeah.
But nothing is happening, meaning that now you, as a victim also, you need to go up and off, finding out from the people who are supposed to use the state resources to come back to you and tell you that your case now is on a court, we're still waiting for a date if that's the case, and then this is what we have been told.
Yeah.
Once that is happening, then you'll get a subpoena to come. You don't get that information.
Yeah.
And if you cannot source that information on your own, meaning that you'll stay at home clueless and end up giving up. And sometimes, in my case, I was told that I did close my case, knowing for a fact that I never did. Luckily for me, I recorded each and every visit that I did, whether it was at the police station or at the court case, since I've been taking back and forth.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that kind of reference to say, I was here, this is the person that I was talked to for the first, I was referred to the next person, these were the times that I was here on. Yeah. Then your cases will just remain there and say it was closed. Yeah. As to who signs for the closure, no one knows.
No one knows. Just to rope you in on the conversation as well, I want us to speak a bit about the back and forth, of trying to get justice as a victim. And I do understand that sometimes you become subjected to secondary victimization because you have to go to the police station and start explaining your story over and over again. And we've seen a lot of high-profile cases where, people get acquitted of all the charges. Do you think that discourages young women in South Africa to go out there and seek for justice?
Yes, Azaria, we do have courageous young women in South Africa, but now the justice system does not give them the necessary support that they need. So young women, they end up being discouraged because now you have to go there and you have, at the end of the day, try also to protect yourself because the perpetrator can always come back for you and they know that justice might not be served on your behalf as a woman.
Yeah.
So I think the perpetrators are now comfortable because they know that the justice system is always a backup, it has backup on for them.
Yeah.
So I think the problem here, we might be looking at the perpetrators, but now the problem also is the justice system. I think if maybe harsher sentences can be imposed, they can maybe be, the numbers that keeps on going up, they can decline maybe at least. But now at where we're standing right now, we don't see that happening, and that's what we're fighting for as GBV organizations to say that we have to make sure that all these victims, justice is served on their behalf.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us right now, we are gathered in Hammanskraal, where members of the community have gathered here to come through and speak about GBV and how we can can work together to end GBV. And we know that statistically 76% of men have admitted to have sort of perpetrated violence in some sort of way. I want you to talk me through all the dialogues that we've been having, like the one that we are having now. Do you think it's enough? Because people have been saying we've been talking. It's time for action right now because women are still dying in South Africa. Do you think that now it's time for us to get up and start making change?
Yes.
And how so?
So the dialogues we've been having, we've done everything in the book that we could possibly think of. They are not working. So I think now it's time for us now to take our tools and stand up as women. If it means that we have to march, then so be it, because now we have to fight. We have to show that this has really affected us. This is affecting us. This is threatening our existence in this country as women. So we need to stand up. I think the only way that the government is going to hear us if maybe we stand together and stand up.
Yeah.
If it means that we have to close down businesses, daily businesses, the normal day-to-day work, we can do that as women and stand together to fight this.
Yeah.
Because not only women are subjected to abuse, we also have young boys. We're working with cases of very young boys being subjected to this violences, to this, So we have to stand up as a country. Even if it's men, women, we have to stand together and fight this.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Well, there you have it. The women on the ground are calling for a shutdown. They are saying that we need to work together in order for us to end GBV. Right now, back to studio.
Azaria Khoza there for us. Thank you so much for that. SABC's Current Affairs show Expressions.